John's eyes fluttered open to a world that felt oddly familiar yet utterly surreal. Bright fluorescent lights overhead bathed him in an eerie, sterile glow, and the hum of nearby shopping carts and murmured conversations filled his ears. He lay on a cold, hard surface, his body stiff and aching. Confusion swirled within him as fragmented memories from the magical world and the epic battle against the malevolent queen flitted through his mind. It all felt so real, so vivid, yet it was slipping away like a fading dream. As he tried to sit up, a sharp pain shot through his chest, and he winced. His body felt battered and bruised, as though he had been through an epic struggle. Slowly, he realized that he was not alone. Surrounding him were concerned paramedics in bright orange uniforms, their faces etched with worry. Nearby, shoppers and employees of the supermarket gawked, their curious eyes fixed on John as though he were a spectacle. "He's awake," one of the paramedics exclaimed, a note of relief in her voice. "Sir, can you hear me? Do you know where you are?" John nodded, though the realization was still dawning upon him. He was in a supermarket, a place that should have been utterly mundane and ordinary. But the memories of the enchanted grove, his friends, and the malevolent queen lingered in the recesses of his mind, like the remnants of a fantastical journey. "What happened?" John croaked, his voice hoarse. "You had a fall," another paramedic explained. "You were found unconscious on the floor. Can you tell us your name?" John complied, giving them his name, though it felt strange to utter it in this mundane setting. He couldn't help but wonder if the enchanted grove and his friends had all been part of a vivid dream, a dream that had felt so real. As the paramedics continued to assess his condition, John's gaze wandered around the supermarket. Shoppers went about their business, oblivious to the extraordinary journey he believed he had just undertaken. It was all so ordinary, so mundane, that it felt like a stark contrast to the magical realm he remembered. Just then, a figure approached, a woman in her 40s, with dark hair and a stern expression. She wore a supermarket manager's uniform, and something about her struck John as unsettlingly familiar. "Is he going to be all right?" the store manager asked, her voice cold and authoritative. The paramedics nodded, explaining that John had likely suffered a minor injury from the fall but should recover. They recommended a trip to the hospital for further evaluation, but John declined, insisting that he was feeling better. The store manager's gaze bore into John, her eyes cold and calculating. She seemed to radiate an aura of authority and power, and as John looked at her, a chilling realization washed over him. She bore a striking resemblance to the malevolent queen he had encountered in the enchanted grove, the same queen who had tried to ensnare him in her treacherous plans. A shiver ran down John's spine as he tried to reconcile the two worlds, the fantastical realm he had journeyed through and the mundane supermarket where he now found himself. It was as though the line between reality and dreams had blurred, leaving him questioning the nature of his existence. "Sir," the store manager snapped, breaking his reverie. "This is a place of business, not a playground for your little charades. You've disrupted our customers and caused a commotion." John struggled to find his voice, his mind still reeling from the bizarre turn of events. I didn't mean to cause any trouble." The store manager's lip curled into a sneer, and she leaned closer to him. "You're lucky we're not pressing charges for faking an injury. Now get up and leave this store immediately." With the paramedics' assistance, John managed to rise to his feet, though his legs still felt shaky. He couldn't shake the feeling that something extraordinary had happened to him, that he had experienced a journey beyond imagination. As he made his way toward the exit, the store manager's voice ringed in his ears, her words carrying an eerie weight. "This is the real world, Mr. John, not some fairy tale. Remember that." John stepped out of the supermarket into the bright, bustling world outside. The memories of the enchanted grove and his friends lingered like whispers in the back of his mind, leaving him with a profound sense of wonder and uncertainty. He couldn't be certain if it had all been a dream, a vivid hallucination, or something more. It was a question that would haunt him, propelling him forward into the unknown, forever seeking the extraordinary in the most unexpected of places.